Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you will stick around for more content like this. Today we're going to talk about homeschooling, and more particular homeschooling curriculum and just resources that I have found that have been so helpful, and a lot of them have free resources, which is great. Not just free, but also digital, which is great because in this day and age, like especially in the time we're in right now, like a lot of us are staying home a lot more, so we can't go to the store and buy things and browse as much as we would like to. So in this time, I feel like digital or free is just the way to go. So I wanted to share with you kind of some of the ones that I have found that have been great. I'm going to leave everything in the description box below for you, like links, so you can go look at them. None of this is sponsored. This is just stuff that I found. Now, just a little backstory if this is your first video first time you've been to my channel. I have a second grader and a first grader, and my second grader has autism. So we definitely have, they're close in age. We started homeschooling after 2 days of virtual learning this year. It went really bad, so we switched to homeschooling. Now, I had prepared myself to homeschool in the spring and over the summer because of when we had the stay-at-home orders, and something told me that virtual just wasn't going to go very well, and I was prepared. So I had found some things. I had gotten a lot of workbooks, I had found some at Target. My mother-in-law found some at Costco for me, so they were bigger ones. So I was kind of prepared that way, so I had some stuff ready, and we honestly have been we are a month into homeschooling now, and we took the first month to really feel each other out and to find out kind of, one, for me, where everybody was, where the boys were academically, so where we could begin. Because I knew I knew what they were learning at the end of the school year last year, but it was really, where are you exactly? So, and not only that, but how they learn. So I learned that my first grader, he prefers to have his worksheets out of the book. We were having a hard time with one of these handwriting books, and I thought it was the book itself. I'm like, maybe he just doesn't like the format. But then I started using another one that he picked out. We were at, I think we were like a week into homeschooling. We were having a problem with these workbooks that we bought. And we were at Walmart, and they had all of their like curriculum books, like their workbooks and all that kind of stuff was on clearance because it was like the second week in September. We bought every book that they had. Well, not like everyone, but the variety. We bought one or two of everything. I think I ended up with like 30 books that day because some of them were like 60, 70 cents. It was amazing. So we came home with a ton that day, and he picked out one of the handwriting books. And what I did every day is I've ripped the page out, and he's doing it perfectly fine, but it's the exact same thing as the other book. So once we're through this book, I think I might go back to that other book and maybe just rip the pages out or talk to him and see if it is just having the pages out of the book. I don't know if maybe seeing all the pages is too overwhelming, but it's working right now. So finding out where everybody is and finding out what works for everybody, the flow, that's kind of what we've been doing this last month. We've just this past week started learning new things that they didn't know before or had just started learning at the end of last year. So we're kind of just starting that. It's going very well. But for us and for me personally, I did not want to buy an entire year of curriculum at one time to then find out that format didn't work for my children, or it just didn't work for us, period, or something was wrong, or they were too advanced and we couldn't use it anyway. So I felt like it was better to just do piecemeal like this. Now, I have been, like I said, I've done a lot of research. I've been following a lot of either homeschooling moms or teachers who like homeschool on the side. I have been researching and looking up a lot, and this seems like the best for us. I actually even have friends who homeschool and who have had that problem before, and I have one who's just started this year, and her son's not liking it, and it sucks because I feel bad because I know exactly how much she paid for it. She told me, and it was like really bad. Mom life, somebody always wants something. But anyways, she bought this curriculum. He's not doing very well. He doesn't like it, and I feel bad because I'm like, it was expensive. But I have heard that in the past, which is why I didn't want to go that route this time, or at all. I knew I wanted to kind of go as, just do things as we go, figure out what works for us, use what we have, and then find some stuff to supplement. So that's where my handy dandy list I got for you guys here came into play. So in the spring, when they were doing e-learning, I heard of a website called Teachers Pay Teachers. It is an amazing website. It is where you can purchase digital worksheets, curriculum, anything you can imagine is right there on the website, and it is from teachers. So this is stuff that teachers have made and used in their class, and now they're selling it. And it's amazing. They have not only items you can buy, but there's free stuff also, that's in the spring. I had found a lot of free stuff, but I've actually purchased stuff now. And it's very reasonably priced, and it's a download. So then now I just print it off and I have it forever, which is amazing. So that is one I really, that is my top pick if you were looking for some curriculum or just anything to supplement, even if you're just, your kids are maybe remote and they're not engaged enough. This is a great resource for you. And you can search you can go by grade, you can go by subject, you can go by price. There's just so many options. It's been awesome, and I absolutely love it. Another one is Scholastic Learn at Home. That's fairly new. It's been the last couple months. I think it just came out. And it is activities by grade for your child. It is one you have to pay for. I think it's like $5 a month. But we are doing that as like a supplement. So like if I have a child who maybe is bored and wants something and needs something to do, they can do an activity, and it's educational, which I find is really great. Also, if like one child is struggling in a subject and I need to work with them a little extra, I can have the other child be doing this on the tablet, and they're doing something independently but educational at the same time. So I've been really liking that. Another resource that I've found free stuff on is Homeschool Campus. They have an Instagram, they have a website. I will obviously, I'm going to put everything in the description for you guys, but I found a lot of free stuff from there. Robert wanted to do insects. He wants to learn about insects. The kids want to learn about the ocean. And then they have, what was the other one we got from there? Oh, space. And they're awesome. Like, I have absolutely loved it. So definitely, and they've all been free, which I love. And it's really great. Like, it's very, just very, like, the colors are so great, and I love just like the layout of it. It's really, really great resources, and not just like a few pages. I think those ones were like 20 or 30 pages in a packet, which was really awesome. One thing is I decided I needed to join a homeschool group, not just like through our state, but I wanted to find one like on Facebook, just so I could like bounce ideas off of somebody. And there's one I am actually paying for it. It's a members only. It is called Simple Homes and Homeschooling. Really great. It's some people that are on YouTube who have this Facebook page, and they put out some content there. It is really great. I have not only excuse me, not only gotten some, thank you, Mia, gotten some great ideas and stuff from them, but all the members are so interactive that we're all like helping each other, and we can put up questions, and it's just been really great because a lot of them are new to homeschooling, so we're all just learning as we go, which is great. But some of these people have been homeschooling for years, so that's been an awesome resource too. I don't know if they're actually open for enrollment because they've been like closing it because it's been getting so big, so I'm not too sure, but I will put it down below if you want to go check it out. Another thing is Pinterest. Oh my goodness. Pinterest has so much stuff. I have gotten so many boards started on there. I'm actually going to put my Pinterest below if you want to go check out. I have one for homeschooling. I have one for like sensory items. I have like crafts, and I have just been going crazy and been utilizing all of them. Pretty much all of my free time is like planning for either homeschool or YouTube lately. I've been trying to find the balance because I was concentrating on homeschooling while we got ready, and now I'm like, okay, I can get back into YouTube. I feel like I'm finally at that spot, but let me tell you, Pinterest has been amazing. They have so much stuff, so I found a lot of stuff on there too. There are two, like I said, Homeschool Campus does have an Instagram, but there are two teachers that I follow on Instagram that have been really great. One is Days with Gray. She's really great. She puts out a lot of activities and stuff like that. And then Tailored to Teach. She puts out some awesome stuff too that I have used. I think I know Tailored to Teach has like a homeschooling like course you can do. But anyways, they've put out some great stuff. I loved some of the stuff that they've put out. They've just been really great resources and just been awesome. The other thing is I have found a lot of stuff at the Dollar Tree for homeschooling, not just curriculum, but just like, actually they did have some fun workbooks that the boys picked out. Books though that are very educational. We found some activities to do there, crafts. I took the boys in the other day and we picked out a lot of stuff. I do have a video on that. I don't know if it's going up before or after this one. But anyways, if it does go up before this one, I will put it in the description below, or after it's up, I'll put it in. I found so much fun stuff there. So Dollar Tree is also the way to go. Okay, and lastly, educational videos. Now there is a ton on YouTube. You could go on and search anything and probably find whatever you want, but I've also found that Netflix has a lot of great stuff too. And we have found some really great ones. We have watched some of them in the past, but we're using them way more now. And there's just some that I found that are awesome. So one is the Magic School Bus. I know if you're my age, you used to watch this as a kid, but let me tell you, it's on Netflix. So great. The new one's there too, which is like the Magic School Bus Rides Again, I think is what it's called. But anyways, anything that we are learning, like the other day we learned about the water cycle, like the water cycle, or you know, all that fun stuff. And so then afterwards we were all done our school for the day and I was getting lunch ready and the boys wanted to watch the Magic School Bus. So we found the episode that had the water cycle. So it's like we try to tailor, you know, we did rainbows one day and I think there was a rainbow one, or that one might have been on Storybots, but we try to find one and they'll watch that while I make lunch. So it's kind of like a great way to wind down, but it's still educational. And let me tell you, they're remembering a lot of stuff. So like I said, Magic School Bus, Storybots, I think it's called Ask the Storybots is the official title. That one's really cute. The songs can get annoying, but it's super educational. Another one is Our Planet. So while we're learning about animals and the planet, that one's been really great because then it ties in. It's a little more advanced, but the kids still like it. It's the photography is awesome on it. And then the new one that I found was what is it called? The Who Was show. So if you know that there is a ton of books of the who was or who is certain people, they made a series on Netflix for it. I don't think there's like a ton of episodes, and I think it's only one season so far, but they do 2 people per episode. And so that one was really great. I found that one day. I think it popped up on Instagram. Somebody put it up that it was on there. And so I had to go look, and it was just so happened that we were learning about, George Washington that day. So later on I went on to see if they had one, and they had one. And as we were learning, you know, we had just learned about George Washington, so we put on the episode, and Robert was remembering because they asked like a question of something about George Washington, and Robert answered. And I was like, when I was reading about George Washington and we were doing our little lesson, swear to God, I thought Robert was like off in like his own little world because I didn't think he was paying attention. He remembered. So it's just a great way to kind of tie in the lesson, and just for them it's, oh, we're getting to watch something on the big TV, but it's educational at the same time. So those are kind of the ones that we've been loving. Now there is so much out there, and if you have found any great ones, please put them in the comments below for all of us, even myself, because like I said, we're new to this, but these are just stuff that I have found. Like I said, there's so much free stuff out there. You do not have to spend hundreds of dollars on curriculum. There is so much out there, and that you can just find so much. And the one thing that I've been loving about doing the curriculum this way is my kids can pick what they want to learn. Like I said, Robert wanted to learn about insects. Jeffrey is super into space. So we're going to do a space unit. We're going to do the ocean unit. And then we're actually going to go to the aquarium the end of that week. So as like to tie it in. So they get to pick what they want to do. Like if there's something that they want to learn about, Jeffrey wants to, I don't know, he saw something about making pancakes with different color batter and like make designs with it. He wants to do that. So we're gonna get the stuff to do it. So the fact that I can tailor it to what they want to do and what they want to learn, and it's great. There's so many great skills that they can use in life that they could get at home that they wouldn't necessarily get at school. And I've just loved that I've been able to tailor it for them and just make it work for them and for us. You know, if we're having a day where we had one day this week where somebody just was having a really hard time. I don't know what was going on. He couldn't even tell me what was the matter, but he had to take a break for like a half an hour by himself in his room. And I moved on and I taught the other child and we did everything. And when the child came back, he was pretty upset that he missed it. And I'm like, it's not that you missed it. You're going to still do the lesson. It's just, you need to join us where we are now, continue this. And then when we're done, you have to do your work again. And let me tell you, afterwards, when he had to finish his work and his brother got to go play, he was upset because he was like, well, why don't I get to play right now? I'm like, because you have to finish, because you did have a break, because you needed to calm down. So the fact that I could do that, he hasn't missed a lesson. He didn't miss anything. Like, I mean, he missed it at the time, but he learned it. He could catch up quickly. But were able to do that. Where if he was at school, it would have been a totally different story. And he probably wouldn't have been able to recover because he wouldn't have been able to get enough time to calm himself down or figure out what's wrong. And it's just, I love the fact that I can tailor it for them. And if we're having a bad day or we need to move stuff around, we do it. And that's how it works. And I just love that, you know, if something's not working, we can change it up and do something else to make it work. And it's just been so awesome. And learning what they want to learn, like I said, they've been picking stuff. We realized one day that they're really into the United States, like the geography of it. So we're doing geography too. And that's something like age-wise they don't necessarily have to do, but it's just something that they want to learn about. So I'm rolling with it. I'm going to teach them about it, and we're doing it, you know, slowly and obviously at their level. But the fact that had they not been homeschooled, we would have had no idea, and they probably wouldn't want to when the time comes because we missed the opportunity. So I've been loving that too. So any tips and tricks you've got, put them in the comments below for all of us. I hope you all are doing well, and I will see you in our next video.